में जितना स्टेट वक्फ बोर्ड है सब माफिया लोगों ने कब्जा कर लिया है।
सरकार सब पावर अपने पास रखना चाहती है और किसी के भी धर्म में बहुत ज्यादा हस्तक्षेप ठीक नहीं है।
The Surat's Municipal Corporation Building, Kolkata's Tollygunge Club, ITC Windsor Hotel in Bengaluru are all allegedly on Waqf land. Waqf Board is the third largest landholder after the Indian Army and the Indian Railways. There are 8.7 lakh properties worth rupees 1.2 lakh crore spread in 9.4 lakh acres. This could fit 3 lands the size of Delhi. But what does it even use the land for? A waqf is a personal property given by Muslims for specific purposes, either religious, charitable or private purposes. While the beneficiaries of the property can be different, the ownership of the property is implied to be with God. And once a property is declared as waqf, its character changes forever and cannot be reversed. The practice has been in existence even before the practice of documentation began. So properties that have been in use for a long time can also be considered as waqf properties. This is why the Surat Municipal Corporation building, which was historically used as a sarai in the Mughal era, is being claimed by the Waqf Board. And now, all of these properties are running into disputes with the courts. The proceeds from Waqf typically fund educational institutions, graveyards, mosques and shelter homes. The UP Sunni Central Board of Waqfs hold the maximum number of properties among all the states and union territory Waqf boards. But how did the act even come about? For that, we have to turn to history. In 1950, India passed the Administration of Evacuee Property Act, under which properties that belonged to Muslims who had left for Pakistan, including Waqf assets, were placed under a custodian department. These properties were then rented out to refugees from Pakistan at low rates, forming a Waqf tenant system in India. To centralize this whole system, the Waqf Act was first passed by the Parliament in 1954. It was replaced by a new Waqf Act in 1995, which gave more powers to the Waqf Board. Then in 2013, the Act was amended, conferring unlimited powers on Waqf boards to claim properties in the name of Muslim charity. This was followed by complaints that this power is being misused for grabbing properties by corrupt Waqf bureaucracy. Like in September 2022, the Tamil Nadu Waqf Board claimed the entire Tiruchendurai village predominantly habited by Hindus. And there are at least 40,000 more such cases which are pending in tribunals which are part of the Waqf system. The problem is also the absence of judicial oversight on decisions of tribunals which exclusively comprise members of the Waqf bureaucracy. There have been complaints coming from Muslim intellectuals, women and different sects such as Goras and OBC Muslims. Then in 2005, then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh formed the 7-member high-level committee, the Sachar Committee, to study the social, economic and educational conditions of Muslims in India. The Sachar Committee's 403-page report came out in 2006. Among the slew of recommendations, it recommended the need for regulation, efficient management of records, inclusion of non-Muslim technical expertise in Waqf management, and bringing Waqf under the scheme of financial audit. Now the government has proposed 44 amendments to the Waqf Act. In short, the bill aims to restrict the power of Waqf Board to manage its properties and provides for more government regulation. Currently, a property can be considered as Waqf even if its original declaration is suspected or disputed. It recommends district collector to be the arbitrator who can decide whether a property is Waqf property or government land. In case of dispute with the decision of the Waqf Board, appeals can now be made in respective high courts. It also aims to include women and non-Muslim members on the Central Waqf Council and state boards. Do other Islamic countries also have Waqf boards? Well, Muslim countries like Turkey, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan and Iraq have neither a Waqf board or a Waqf law. So what do you think about this bill? Let us know in the comments below.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo.